So I have been having some issues with my MSM. You guys know I've been using this Kala Health brand Course Flakes MSM for like ever. I feel like 2 years now. And yeah, so this one is almost empty and I was getting ready to have to order a new one. So these little tubs, it's like 1 pound. It's basically about the same as like if you were to get this one. This is a different brand. This is a new brand I had to try because this one was out of stock and it doesn't like, they don't know when it's going to be back in stock. So this one, it just says 8.8 ounces, 250 grams, but it's literally the same size, except this one is like $21 and this one is only $8 and like 60 cents. So yeah, so this one, it says, you know, it's coarse flakes, and this one just says it's MSM powder, but with Opti MSM, so helps support joint and skin health. Then if we look to the back, like where we have all of our important information, for the MSM, it says Opti MSM, and then we look to the back of this one, it's the same thing. So it has like the, I guess the scientific term for MSM. I'll write it up on the screen because I can't pronounce it. And then it literally has just the, in quotations, Opti MSM. So this Opti MSM thing is basically in both of these. Even though this one says powder, it literally is the same consistency as this one. So look at this one. This is the Kala Health one that I've been using for 2 years. All right, this little scoop came with this one. I don't recommend you use it. I recommend you use the blue scoop that came with the Kala Health one if you still have it. And then this is this one. Like, they literally look the same. So yeah, I'm gonna be throwing this away. So basically 3 scoops of this with this like tiny little baby spoon is 3 grams, and then you have 1 level teaspoon of this is 4,000 milligrams. So go ahead, use the teaspoon that comes in this one, and basically 1 level scoop will be 4,000 milligrams. So basically when I take my MSM, even though this one does say MSM powder, it literally just looks like flakes. This one, it literally has no taste, a lot like this one, but there is like a trick to it. So I can't just say it has no taste. If you like take like a glass of water and then you were to put this MSM into it, it doesn't matter which one you put into it, it's gonna taste gross. Like, I'm just sorry, they're awful in drinks. I wouldn't say like mix it in a smoothie. I wouldn't say mix it in oatmeal, even orange juice. Like, it's gonna have a very bitter taste. It's pretty gross. So the easiest thing to do is to not put it in a drink. So if you have like a water, so like a water cup, and if you have like a straw on that water cup, it really works best if you have a straw. If you don't, you can still get by just using, you know, a regular drink lid. But you're gonna I go by the scoop, so by the teaspoons. So literally take your scoop, have it nice and level, open up your mouth, put it on your tongue, and then just drink right after it. So for some of you having the straw, if you have the straw, then that's great. It's gonna help you just direct the water, and basically it's gonna take the crystals completely down your throat. It's great, there's no gagging, it's not like, ugh, what is this? Like, it's really, really easy. You're barely gonna taste anything. If you just have a usual, like a cup lip, then you might taste a little bit because basically the water is gonna spread the MSM to other parts of your tongue, but it's like very brief. And so that's like the easiest way to take this without, you know, the gross taste. You know, MSM is sulfur. It has a taste. It's very bitter, but it definitely isn't one of the worst things. But taking it as I just described is like the best way. I've tried all the other ways and I'm not impressed. It's just gross. So taking this and then literally taking this, especially since I have some like a little bit left over, it tastes like the same thing. So this Opti MSM, I need to do some research into what does it mean by pure Opti MSM? Like, what do they mean? But basically it tastes like the same thing to me. Obviously I'm gonna finish this, you know, this new jar, and I'll come back to you on this, but so far it's just like, this is only $8.60. This one is like almost 21. They're literally the same size. Now when you're trying to like save money, the MSM powder by Bulk Supplements, well, actually I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so the MSM powder by Bulk Supplements, it's like a kilo for $20. So for about the price of this one, it's 1 kilogram of MSM. You can use that. Now that MSM powder, I will say it does taste a little stronger but it's still going to work. So to take it orally, you might not like it, but if you're using it in enemas, which is what I did, I also made some MSM scrubs when I had mine, which basically I just added it to some scrubs I had, some body scrubs. Yeah, it's great for all of those things, but that one over long term, obviously that's going to be your best bet for money because it's a whole kilo. You know, in the comments, there were some people saying that they enjoyed MSM flakes better. I will say the bulk supplements powder does not look like this. Like, it does not, like, even this one says MSM powder, but it literally, it just looks like fine flakes. I don't remember, like, obviously I haven't bought it in a while, but I remember the bulk supplements one looking more like a powder, and I remember the taste being different too, and I just like love this taste so much that I was like, yeah, I'll pay the extra money to do this one. But now that I bought or found this brand, Doctor's Best, I'm just gonna continue getting this one because yeah, it literally is like, it seems to be the same thing. Like, it even looks the same, it even tastes the same. Like I said, I'll look into it to see what Opti MSM actually means. Why are they saying it like that? Is it like fortified? Like, what's up with it? So far, the only bad thing I have to say about this little canister is like this dumb scoop. But I guess most people taking MSM, they're not like taking huge dosages. I guess for most people, just taking 500 milligrams to 1,000 is enough for them. You know, for us, I definitely see better results when I'm taking 4,000 or more. Now with MSM, if you've never tried MSM before, there are some side effects. So I need to take this little thing out. But yeah, there are some side effects. So some people will have headaches. So if you're not drinking enough water during the day, it's not just a headache, it's like a migraine for some people. So definitely make sure that you're taking in enough water if you're going to be using it. For other people, they say like it'll mess with their periods, it'll like disrupt it. I've never had that one happen, but it is a popular side effect that I've heard other people comment on my videos and say. One person said they had some heart palpitations, and so obviously that is a more rare side effect, but if you have anything like that happen, obviously just don't take the stuff. Like, it's not worth it. But for other people, and okay, so there's a large majority. So what you're really probably going to notice is that it's going to make your skin detox like crazy. And so that's usually in the form of pimples. And so usually it lasts like, I would say 3 to 4 weeks, and it definitely is scary. It's not pretty, but the other side effects and why I continue to use it is that it smooths my skin. Like, if you're taking like closer to like 8,000 milligrams or something like that, 8,000 or more, you'll definitely see, well, you're gonna notice the smoothing even just taking like one dose, like if you're just taking 1 teaspoon a day, but it intensifies. So like, as far as like the smoothness, like it'll be like the type of smoothness where like you're like rubbing your body. Like, it people in the reviews, like if you just look in like the comments like on Amazon, a lot of them noticed that like any marks or lines that they had on their face, like it smooths those out. Like, the smoothing is like intensified. So if you're worried about anti-aging, or I just like the way like my skin feels and I just love using it, then you have that going for you. And then the other side effect is that it makes your hair and your nails grow faster. A lot of YouTubers have already talked about this. MSM is in like a lot of those growth like topicals, like for your hair. So like if it's like an oil or something, or a lotion, a lot of people will put MSM in it, but taking it internally, it like stimulates all the growth, and so you're gonna notice that. I'm trying to think what else have people said like on my videos about side effects. Like for me, just the major side effect was just the acne, and so that lasted, like I said, for like 3 to 4 weeks. And yeah, it sucked. Oh, so the vivid dreams, a lot of people notice that too. So if you're taking it right before bed, just get ready to have the type of dreams where it's like you feel like you've been working, like you wake up and you're like, holy crap, and you can usually like remember every detail. This is something that will subside after a couple of months. Like, I just, you know, some days my dreams are very vivid, but usually like in the beginning it's very, very vivid. Another thing is not being able to go to sleep on time. That's another, I would say, popular one. So I do not recommend, if you're trying this for like the first time, don't take it, I would say, after noon, like in the afternoon. Like, so take it in the morning, take it right when you wake up, take it before 12ish, take it before 1 or 2. and yeah, just give your body time to adjust to it. That is another thing, that over time, after taking it for a couple months, you'll be able to take it at any time, but when you're first getting on it, you will notice it will keep you up a little longer. It doesn't act like, it doesn't like get you jittery or anything. It's not like a pre-workout, but for some reason it'll wake you up. Another thing is when you're taking like larger dosages of this, so I would say for a large dose to me is like 4,000, but a lot of people will take 8 to 10 to 16, whatever. You will notice, where was I going with this? Oh, it will kind of act as an appetite suppressant almost. So you'll notice, like, for a couple hours right after you take it, if you were hungry, something happens. It's like as my stomach makes a noise. But yeah, you'll just feel kind of fuller longer. It's pretty weird. So if you are taking it maybe in different dosages during the day, like maybe some in the morning and then some in the evening, this should be after you've been on it for a couple of months, so your body won't stay up all night. But you'll notice that it might help you if you have like any type of, I don't know, if you feel like you're overeating. For me, I usually take it right before bed now, so I don't usually notice that side effect anymore, because it's just easier for me to take it before bed. I have my skin routine regimen that I do in the morning, and I have a different one at night, and it includes this. But if you want to take it during the day, then that's something that you might notice. I haven't really heard a lot of people comment on it. When I figured it out, it had like taken me like maybe about like a year of taking MSM, and then a couple of people kind of just said, okay, I have noticed that too, but it wasn't like something that a lot of people noticed. So some of these side effects are like hit or miss. The ones that aren't hit or miss, I would say, would be usually a lot of people see the acne within the first month. A lot of people have the vivid dreams or not going to bed on time when they're taking it in the evening. And what else? A lot of people will say that the hair growth thing happens, like it's crazy. So those are usually like the most popular things you will notice. But I just wanted to share this with you because, like, holy crap, it's only $8 versus this, which is like, you know, 20. But obviously the best for your money would be the bulk supplements MSM. Yes, there were some reviews of people saying that they liked the MSM flakes better, they felt like it worked, but I just don't know if they were like staying with their same dosage or what. So it's just something that you would have to try. But I've used all of them, and the only thing bad that I had to say about the bulk supplements powder was just the taste. But if you need like a whole kilo of MSM, it's gonna basically last you forever, and it's still only like $20.